Good morning, dear students. We have been discussing about the reproductive health. We were talking of amniocentesis. Regarding sex determination, if you recall, in the previous chapter, that is the human reproductive system, we have discussed that by the end of the 12th week, the external genitalias develop, and that is used to find out the sex of the growing child, which is very common in India. You might have seen, if you have been to an ultrasound clinic, determination of the fetus is strictly prohibited in our lab, because under the Indian laws, it has been stated that you cannot determine the sex of the child before the child is born. Why so? Because of the increased female feticide. You are aware that there have been several cases where people have tried to find out that if the growing fetus is that of a female, the couples go and get the fetus aborted. Now, to prevent that, the government of India has taken the step of not determining sex by any of the labs. There was a survey in the northern part of our country, and it was found that the male-female ratio was like there were 1,000 around 50 males is to 800 some females. That means not even 1:1 ratio. So, which is a difficult situation in the society. The moment we start playing with nature, the nature falls back on us. Right now, we are facing such a calamity, isn't it? We were trying to experiment with the nature. We tried to improve things. We tried to create a bug, and then probably it fires back. Other than amniocentesis, there are other methods also. As I told you, ultrasound. With the help of ultrasound, we can find out the fetus after the 12th week, because the external genitalia develop. There are other, namely fetoscopy and all, which also help in finding out the sex of the child. But then they are all banned in India for sex determination, that we have already discussed. Our next topic is population explosion and birth control. Now, population represents the total number of individuals of a species living in an area. In last century, all-around development in various fields significantly proved quality development in various fields, and quality of the life of the people improved and increased. The increased health facilities along with better living condition had an explosive impact on the growth of population. With the finding out of various medicines, then healthcare, the number of living people increased. The death rate decreased, and with the increase in reproductive health, with increase in population, there was an explosion in the population. The rapid increase in population over a relatively short period of time is known as population explosion. The world population is around 2 billion, and it just shooted up in 10 years to 6 billions. Like, if you see the records of 1900 and then see the records of 2000, there is a 6 billion increase in the population. Similar trends was observed in India. Indian population from 350 millions at independence crossed 1 billion on May 2000. This is an alarming growth rate. Scarcity of basic requirement like food, shelter and clothing. There will be high population explosion is due to the decline in death rate, longer lifespan, decline in mortality rate. decline in infant mortality rate, then some religious belief against birth control, and lack of reproductive health knowledge. So this gives you an outline of what is population explosion, how does it occur, or the reasons behind the population explosion. Now, some steps to overcome the explosion: motivate smaller families using contraceptive pills, awareness through media, posters, bills. Couples, mostly young, urban, working ones, adopt one-child norm. Statutory rising of marriageable age of females to be 18 and males to be 21. This was again an initiative by the Indian government to protect the reproductive health. You might have heard of child marriages, but then now they are very rare. There are still places in India where child marriage does occur, but then it is very rare. Then incentive to couple with small families. Well, this has been adopted from Chinese government. In China, if a couple has a single child, the child's health issues, then the studies, all are taken care by the government. And if a couple has 2 children, the couple has to bear the expenses of both the children. That is how China controls its population. Then contraceptive methods to prevent unwanted pregnancies. So as we discussed, the direct consequences of overpopulation would be shortage of food supply. And to overcome that, you might have heard about the Green Revolution, the White Revolution. So they were like helping the growing population to provide with food. Then unemployment, which is still an issue today. With the increase in population, the number of employment has decreased to a great extent. Now, providing education has also become an issue, because with a huge population, the education becomes a bit difficult. So there'll be poverty. So government have taken certain measures like raising the marriageable age of girls to 18 and that of boys to 21, giving incentives to couple with small families, and motivate smaller families through medias like advertisement to use various contraceptive pills. These are the three. The last 3 things are like you can say steps taken by government to control population. Our next topic is contraception or birth control. The regulation of conception by preventive method or devices that limit the number of offspring is called birth control or contraception. An ideal contraceptive should be user-friendly, easily available, effective, reversible with no or least side effect, non-interfering with sexual drive, desire, or the sexual act of the user. So these should be the characteristic of an ideal contraceptive. I repeat: user-friendly, easily available, effective, reversible with no or least side effect, non-interfering with the sexual drive or the sexual act of the user. You can see a number of contraceptives over here. These are the different types of birth control, and we will discuss how these work. These are the methods of birth control: natural, chemical, mechanical, and surgical. Let us first discuss about the natural method. These are based basically on the principle of avoiding chances of sperm and ovum to meet. So these are the natural methods: withdrawal, abstinence, rhythm method. So periodic abstinence, it is a method in which couples avoid coitus from 10th to 17th day of the menstrual cycle, because ovulation can occur mostly during this time, as this is known as the most fertile period for the ovulation to occur. Thus, by abstaining from coitus during this period, conception should be prevented. Next is withdrawal. So, what is withdrawal? The male partner withdraws the ejaculation and avoids insemination. Another natural method is lactational amenorrhea, absence of menstruation. Now, from ancient time, women have extended breastfeeding so as to avoid a new pregnancy. It refers to the absence of menstruation during the period of intense lactation following parturition. Because ovulation does not occur in this period and the chances of conceptions are almost nil. This method is reliable for a maximum period of 6 months following delivery. Side effects are almost nil, but chances of failure of these methods are very high. So, what happens actually is, due to the suckling, stimulates the signals of the mother's brain. This we have discussed in the previous chapter also, how it triggers secretion of oxytocin that would increase the production of milk. This signal disrupts the hormone production of the ovaries. As a result, it suppresses ovulation. And as there is no ovulation, there will be no fertilization also. But then this is of a high risk because it has failed many a times.